morning, everyone. Right now in Jazzington, it's 8:13 a.m. on Thursday, October 29th, 2020. There really isn't any news to speak of today. Hey, did anyone else catch yesterday's cooking show? The spiced pesto pizza they featured looks so delicious. I'm thinking about trying it out myself tonight. Wish me luck. Oh dear. There I go again, prattling on about my personal TV habits. Sorry, folks. That's all for now. I hope you all enjoy the loveliest of lovely days. Hello, and welcome back to Jazzington. I'm going to go ahead and check my mail. It looks like I have something from Clay and Label. Hey Rambler, I was looking for a piece of candy I dropped under my bed and found this. It's hard as rock. I'm pretty sure it's not the candy I dropped. Unless it turns out to be a toffee bar, then it is, and I want it back. Toffee Lover Clay. Label! Dear Jazzy, it was so kind of you to help me with my fashion studies the other day. Here are 2 Taylor tickets to say thank you. Trade them in for items that are 3,000 bells or less at my sister's tailor shop. Have fun. Your friend, Label. So, we're doing the speed build of the cat cafe that you guys saw in my island tour. So, I'm going to get my stuff in order because I think I need to order a cat tower from the Nook shopping, and then I have to run down to Nook's Cranny and pick up the cream and sugar, and I believe I also have an espresso maker that I wanted to grab out of my inventory. So we're gonna do that really quick, and then I will just meet you guys over there. So as you can see, I've already put a bunch of items over here on the ground that I wanted to use, and I'm just going to pick up these trees real quick and these cat beds, and I'm going to move all these items out of the way so I can start placing items where I want them. So I use a stall, a menu chalkboard, a mom's tea cozy. Originally I used a coffee, it's a stovetop coffee grinder, but then I changed it to, I believe, an espresso maker. Then I also have a log table, log chairs, but I decided not to use those because they were just a little bit too big and didn't quite go with the whole theme of what I wanted. So I ended up using a low tea table with a, I believe, a stone or a log stool. And here you can see I decided to take out the log chair and the log table, and I put in the tea table, and I'm just kind of playing around with items on top of the tables. And then you can see the little kitty cat that I put here, but unfortunately it didn't end up staying here just because I ended up doing something else. I end up running down to the Nook's Cranny and picking up that cream and sugar, and then I come back and you can see that I've already added some pieces to the stall and to the little stool next to the stall. And at this point I ended up wanting to do a design on the ground, and so I started the construction, and I just used the wooden path. I felt that was very appropriate with the colors that I chose. And of course I ended up having to pick everything up that I placed down, but I at least know now, you know, where I wanted to put everything. So I put the wooden path down, and then when I'm finished with the wooden path, I just ended up kind of staggering all of these fall leaves all over the wooden path. I have 3 custom designs, and I will link them down in the description box down below, and that way you can find the design if you're interested in those designs. And when I'm finished with that, I end up putting everything back where I had it before. And you can see I was playing around with the cat custom design, and just because of how it was designed, it didn't quite work. It was cutting off like the legs of the cat, and I really didn't like that. Like, it doesn't look realistic at that point, so I just kind of nixed the whole idea. And so I just put everything right back where I had it before. Okay, so at this point I had forgotten to get the garden gnome that I wanted to use as a barista, so I had run back to my inventory and I went and picked it up, brought it over here and put it on a stone stool. And as you can see, I'm placing down the cat beds, picking up the extra items that I didn't end up using, and I ended up putting in some like toys, because I thought, you know, when you go to a cafe, there's kind of usually an area where kids can sit and play. So I ended up adding the cat tower, the clacker cart toy, and the rocking horse after the fact, which you guys saw in my island tour, and I will include a finished photo at the end of the video. At this point I just ended up taking the construction hat off, and I changed my clothes, and I ended up doing like a little photo for, of course, Twitter, because I have to have a photo for Twitter. But I really like how it turned out, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching it, because it was a lot of fun to make, and I feel like it was really creative, and I didn't even come up with the idea myself. My friend did. She was like, hey, you should put a little cafe over here. I was like, huh, that's actually a really good idea. I can turn it into a cat cafe, since my entire island's gonna be like a cat island. So, as you can see, I took my little photo. Well, that is the finished product and the end of the video, and I really appreciate you guys watching. I hope you enjoyed this speed build, and let me know if you want to see more like it. Thank you for watching, and have a great day. Bye!